And welcome back to Mitchell Field, game number 2, WMBL Eastern Semifinal Series. The 2-3 matchup on the eastern side. Swift Current 57's taking on the Regina Red Sox. Ryan Schweitzer bringing you the balls and strikes tonight as Joey Machado gets set to work for the Swift Current 57's. Machado, his last appearance at this ballpark was a 9-0 regular season win over the Regina Red Sox, so hopefully he has some similar juice in the tank for the 57's and their fans here tonight, hoping that Swift Current can even this series out after a 9-6 Regina win last night here at Mitchell Field. Regina aggressive on the base paths and getting some timely hits. A 3-home run game for the visitors as well. So Joey Machado and the Swift Current 57's looking to keep Regina off the board, and Swift Current hoping that their bats come to life tonight. 6 runs last night, but only 3 members of the 57's had hits 24 hours ago. Machado, let's talk about him. 10 appearances on the year, 4 starts, 34 innings of work. He allowed 37 hits, struck out 37, and walked 11, 3-2 on the year with a 3.7 earned run average. Machado's school, the University of Nebraska at Omaha. He's pitching to Ben Kamenowski. Bo McClintock is back at first base. Ruben Rodriguez at second. Ethan Hunter at short. Jared Doakey draws into the lineup tonight. He will play third, the native of Howell, Michigan. Miles Miller, the WMBL batting champion, in left field, as he will play field and vacate the DH spot for Keel Crum-Weedy tonight. Blake Adams in center, Nick Conyas in right. Anthony Stewart, last night's starting center fielder. We'll watch the first bit of this one from the Pine as the 57's get set to go here. Wesley Moss stepping up to the plate. Moss no hits last night, but reaching on air and coming around and scoring for the Regina Red Sox. The dangerous leadoff hitter, 29 bags throughout the regular season. As Joey Machado, the right-hander, set to work. He pumps a fastball in, just missing high and up. And the count 1-0. We're underway here. Game number 2. First pitch, 7:06. Conditions at game time, 29 degrees Celsius. Wind blowing, I don't want to say substantially out to left field, but any fly balls to left will have a nice tailwind behind them tonight, which may or may not factor into this one. See the Canada flag in center field getting some work as breaking ball, and Wesley Moss is going to single into center field where Blake Adams will wait for that ball. Leadoff guy on for Regina.
The second baseman, number 21, Adam De La Cruz.
De La Cruz, an offensive juggernaut 24 hours ago for Regina with 4 hits, including a home run. Scored 4 times. We'll see if the fine postseason form for the native of the Bronx, New York, continues into game number 2 as we see Wesley Moss having a chat with Bo McClintock over at first. Machado and De La Cruz, the matchup here. Machado, fastball. Ruben Rodriguez fields that on the hop, and Moss is going to get caught in a rundown here. And the 57's bobble the ball, and Moss, sneaky like a fox, gets to second base. Well, some cagey base running by Wesley Moss gets to second base. De La Cruz erased at first. You don't often see the runner emerge successful in scenarios like that, but Moss, cagey, after a nice play by Ruben Rodriguez. Ruben eclipsed there by Trevor Drury, but good play from Ruben to field that ground ball on the funny hop and make the throw to get the out at first. 1 down. Moss advances to second, though. Machado will now face Joshua Jones, who's batting .400 in this playoff series. And timeout called 3/4 of the way through the warm-up. Pitchers generally don't like that too much. Jones .323 in the regular season in 15 games. Couple home runs and 14 RBI. A July 15th roster deadline acquisition is swung on and missed by Jones. Strike 1 in this exchange here. The cagey Wesley Moss on at second base. 57's going all white tonight. Game's number 3, and the 57's hope that Game 4 will be necessary in Regina tomorrow and Friday. Joey Machado communicates with Kamenowski via sign, has a look at Moss. Jones fouls that over top of the snack shack. And the count is 0-2. One down here, top of the first inning. Scoreless, third batter faced for Joey Machado in the Swift Current 57s. Phil Langlois is on deck. Machado has a look at Moss at second. Breaking ball, ground ball, Ethan Hunter. And he connects the dots on a 6-3 to take care of Joshua Jones.
Now batting,
Moss advances to third with 2 away. So Phil Langlois, 300 hitter in the regular season. 200 batting average, 1 for 5 last night for Langlois as he digs in now with a runner in scoring position. Regina scoring early last night in the top of the first. Langlois hoping that he can contribute to history repeating in that regard. Breaking ball, Machado. Righty on lefty matchup, trying to get Langlois to chase low and away. The heavily bearded native of Victoriaville, Quebec, takes, and a 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch, fastball. Again, Machado trying to work low and away against Langlois, and the count is 2-0. Catcher Matt Deneau, who had a dinger last night in that 9-6 Red Sox win, waiting on deck. Machado, the right-hander, has a look at Moss. Breaking ball just missing low, and 3-0 count. We'll see a Machado fastball right across the plate here. And strike one. Swift Current 57's pregame activities doing their best to keep things loose here as we head into this game number 2. Machado is going to walk Langlois in 5 pitches as that breaking ball.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Just
17,
missed
Matt
low.
Deneau.
Matt Deneau to the plate. Postage stamp sized strike zone apparently in that last at bat as Machado had to be right on target in that exchange with Langlois. So runners on the corners now, 2 away. Fastball paints the outside corner, righty on righty. Machado throwing a strike. Count 0-1. Matt Deneau, dinger last night. Eric Crossman on deck. Another fastball from Machado and a swinging strike. 0-2 the count here, top of the first inning. Wesley Moss signaling to center field, advancing to second on a rundown after De La Cruz was thrown out at first. And then advancing to third. Joshua Jones grounding out 6-3, and that's when Moss, who was on at second base, managed to scamper to third. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. And a good start for the Swift Current 57's, the Regina Red Sox. No runs on 1 hit, no 57's errors, and a couple red and blue shirts left out on the bases. Bottom of 1 coming up. 57's on the sticks. Dylan Bell's on the mound for Regina. We'll have more 57's baseball right after this.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Hello, baseball fans. Glad you could join us. Like to give a shout out to members of the Regina Red Sox organization joining us. They certainly appreciated the result of last night's game, and Regina looking to take a 2-0 stranglehold in this series heading back to Regina. 57's, of course, have other plans. Top of the order, set to go here. Blake Adams, Nick Conyas, and Bo McClintock working against Dylan Bells, left-handed starter. 6'5", Bells is listed at 9 appearances, 7 starts, 41 innings of work, allowing 47 hits, 32 strikeouts to 17 walks, 22 runs, 20 of them earned. Bells 3-1 on the year, and the tall lefty has a 4.38 earned run average. Adams, Conyas, and McClintock 1, 2, 3 in the 57's batting order. Limited to just 2 hits between the 3 of them last night, both of those courtesy Bo McClintock. So the 57's looking for more offense tonight, plain and simple. Joe Carnahan hoping for a more relaxed effort from the team. First pitch from Bells, fastball, lefty on righty, and 0-1 the count. Pitch catches the outside corner. Dylan Bells pitching to Matt Deneau, Eric Crossman at first, Adam Dela Cruz at second. Danny Hunt is the shortstop. Phil Langlois, of course, will be playing third base. Wesley Moss in left, Brooks Stotler in center. Joshua Jones patrolling right field for the visiting Regina Red Sox tonight. Adam Wolf out of Scottsdale, Arizona is the DH. Adams, high fly ball, hit to left field, off the wall. Adams rounding first, galloping to second base. Slides in, safe. And Blake Adams, just the leadoff effort that the 57's needed, taking a 1-1 fastball deep to left field. And the 57's have Blake in scoring position now, nobody out. Bringing Nick Conyas to the plate. Conyas, an 0 for effort last night, 279 on the regular season. So looking for his first hit in the postseason of 2018. Bo McClintock on deck. Ruben Rodriguez hitting cleanup in the 57's batting order. Hot, muggy day today. Conyas, fly ball, center field. Stotler, or pardon me, the shortstop Danny Hunt ventures off into the outfield grass to grab that. The way Stotler reacted in center field, I thought that ball was headed towards him, but a white sky tonight, making it a little bit easier to lose fly balls. Hopefully the outfielders get a better look at those than the play-by-play guy does, as Bo McClintock comes to the plate. Bo, a couple hits last night, including a double. 57's regular season RBI leader, and they would love it if Bo could cash in Blake Adams at second base and get the 57's on the board first here. Dylan Bell's taking a good long look at Blake Adams. He's done his homework and is likely well aware of the fact that Blake leads this 57 team in stolen bases. Had Blake played a full season in the WMBL, he arrived just at the beginning of July. Adams likely could have been among the league's top base stealers, to go with his lead in being hit by pitches. McClintock out in front of the change. Fastball from Bells is clocking at about 85, that offering at 79. And 1-1 the count now to Bo with one away. The wind calming down a little bit, not stretching the flags out quite as much as it was during BP and tonight's pregame festivities. However, yeah, a little bit of a tailwind to anything high to left field as the count to McClintock is 2-1 with Ruben Rodriguez on deck. McClintock, one of only 3 57's to have hits last night. Kamenowski and Keel Crumweedy also did. Change up 2-2 now. Body language of Bo indicating that he didn't necessarily agree with that strike 2 assessment on the changeup that Caught the outside corner of the plate. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and Dylan Bells, who gave up that double to Blake Adams. 2 outs since. Conyas flying out to short. McClintock striking out.
The second baseman, number 1, Ruben Rodriguez.
So we'll see if Ruben can advance his college teammate from Tarleton State, Blake Adams. Ruben, a .429 batting average in 15 regular season games for the 57's. Curveball from Bells drops in for strike 1. It's a small strike zone on Ruben. Nice pitch from Bells to hit that window. Count 0-1. Miles Miller, league batting champion, on deck. Bells goes back to that curveball, this time well up on Rodriguez, and the count is 1-1. One pitch from Dylan Bells. Just finished his freshman year at Frank Phillips Junior College. Pitch breaking inside on Rodriguez, 2-1. Breaking ball. Just missed. And 3-1 the count. Two down, bottom of the first, still scoreless. The Swift Current 57's and Regina. Rodriguez, ground ball, hit to first, into the glove of Crossman. He will step on the base for the unassisted putout. 1 hit and 1 left on. No Regina errors. No runs across the plate. 1 inning in the books. Top of 2 coming up. Scoreless in Swift.
When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf. Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. Ryan Schweitzer along for the ride here all throughout the playoffs for the 57's, which they are hoping is a deep run like the last few years, but Regina Red Sox certainly have something to say about that here.
The first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman.
Eric Crossman with a hit last night in 4 tries. Stepping up to the plate here, top of the second and scoreless. Joey Machado, breaking ball to Crossman. Bounces just in front of Ben Kamenowski. Machado out of Omaha, Nebraska. University of Nebraska at Omaha, that storied UNO Mavericks program. That's fouled off by Crossman, evening the count out at 1-1.
Baseballs are property of the Swift Current 57's, but the folks at Sandra Motors are happy to pay
Joey Machado's
for every
17th
ball.
pitch. Danny Hunt, the shortstop, on deck. One pitch. Ground ball. 2-hopper, Ruben Rodriguez, and the quick hands of Ruben.
And with that out, beer is on sale.
Orchestrate a 4-3 putout. And now Machado, 1 down here, and Danny Hunt. Hunt 236 in the regular season. Machado. Slow wind-up. Takes an extra few seconds to pump the leg. Quick to the plate this time. Breaking ball. Called strike on the outside corner. Bruce Walker behind the plate. Trevor Drury at first. Ron Shuchuk at third. Machado paints the outside corner with that fastball, and the count is now 1-2. One away here, top of the second inning. Scoreless tie thus far. Check swing. No, he didn't. Jared Doki in playing third for the Swift Current 57's. Defensive change from last night as Keel Crumweedy moves to DH. Anthony Stewart out of the lineup. Blake Adams moves to center. Last night's DH Miles Miller comes in to play left for the 57's. 2-2 pitch. Hunt reaches. Fly ball left. Nick Conyas, 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 8, Adam Wolf.
Wolf drawing in tonight, the native of Scottsdale, Arizona, in the regular season. .231 average. Appeared in 14 games. 12 hits in 52 at-bats. Of those 12 hits, 7 doubles. So Wolf, .231 batting average. And when wood meets baseball, more often than not, extra bases for Wolf. Throughout a regular season of limited action, he redirects that baseball into the gear of Ben Kamenowski and then to the backstop, 1-1 the count. 2 down here. Top of the second, wind picking up a little bit, blowing out to left field. One pitch. Oh, and that offering gets away from Machado and hits the person of Wolf, who will be awarded first base. Elsewhere in the league tonight, the Weyburn Beavers up 3-0 on the Moose Jaw Miller Express. That's in the top of the second. Lethbridge leading Medicine Hat 2-0 in the top of the second. That's a tough team and a tough park to win in for the Bulls, but they're off to a good start. And in Okotoks, Edmonton Prospects upsetting the Dogs last night 5-2. And it's the Prospects with a 2-0 lead on Okotoks in the top of the second. One hopper. Bo McClintock steps on his base for the third out. And that'll do it for Regina. One is left stranded off of a hit batsman. No 57 errors and no runs across the plate. Bottom of 2, Swift on the sticks when we return with 57's baseball.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball at Mitchell Field in Swift Current. Miles Miller, the WMBL batting champion, gets set to dig in. WMBL releasing its awards today First and second All-Star teams. A few people, myself included, surprised that Miles Miller wasn't included in either the first and second All-Star teams after winning the league batting championship with a .408 average. So Miles takes out frustrations on baseball, perhaps for that snub, and singles into center field.
Now batting, sponsored by SCI US, the catcher, number 41, Ben Komanowski.
Komanowski, 10 home runs, playing really 3/4 of a season as well. Another player who maybe could have garnered some all-star attention, a fine defensive catcher to go with potent offense. I don't know who all votes in the all-star format. I don't know what the strategy is. Seemingly a batting average under 300, though, and you don't have much of a chance, as Komanowski hits that into left field. That's going to drop in front of Wesley Moss, and back-to-back hits for the 57's. 2 on and none out here in the bottom of the second as Swift Current is putting lumber to baseball. And now Keel Crumweedy. Third base last night, DH tonight for the native of Glasgow, Montana. Keel, one of 3 57's batters to have a hit last night. He had a couple. Keel's batting average 500 in the postseason. That's 2 for 4. He represents the number 7 spot in the 57's batting order. Crumweedy, another roster deadline acquisition for Swift. And Matt Deneau wants to have a quick chit-chat with Dylan Bells before Bells deals to Crumweedy. Runners on at first and second. Runner on at second base, Miles Miller. Runner on at first, Ben Komanowski. Back-to-back hits. Maybe a discussion or two about the signals here as Deneau pits in behind the plate and awaits the first pitch to Crumweedy from left-hander Dylan Bells. And as is often the case with runners on and nobody out, Bells checks second. Crumweedy's poker face holds, doesn't show any intention to bunt as of yet. Looks like Keel's going to swing away here. One hopper off the plate. Ruled dead by home plate umpire Bruce Walker. Count 0-1 to Crumweedy with Ethan Hunter on deck. Jared Doakey in the hole. If you're just joining us, Dylan Bells pitching to Matt Deneau, Eric Crossman at first, Adam Dela Cruz at second, Danny Hunt at short, Phil Langlois at third. Outfield is Moss Stotler and Joshua Jones. Adam Wolf is the DH tonight for the Red Sox. 57's, nobody out and 2 on. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate, and the count is 0-2. Bottom of the second inning, Swift Current left 2 on base in the first. They don't want history to repeat. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Crumweedy chasing after the high heat. Pardon me, Swift just leaving 1 on base in the first.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 8, Ethan Hunter.
Blake Adams doubled. We're unable to advance him past second after that. So Ethan Hunter to the plate now, 1 down and a couple on. One-0 count to Hunter as he takes on the fastball. Foul off by Hunter, evening the count out at 1-1. Ground ball foul, Hunter. Quick update, bottom of the second in Okotoks. Edmonton Prospects with a 4-0 lead on the Dogs. Edmonton winning last night 5-2. Moose Jaw up 3-0, or pardon me, Weyburn up 3-0 on Moose Jaw. Lethbridge up 2-0 on Medhat in Medhat, bottom of the second. Pitch from Bells didn't miss by much. It was a 1-2, and that evens the count out at 2-2. Miles Miller at second base. Back-to-back singles, Miller and Kamenowski have 2 on. Fastball from Bells, and Hunter swing and a miss. 87-mile-an-hour heater from Bells.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Jared Doki.
And with 2 on, Doki will try and have some 2-out magic here for the 57's. Top of the order is on deck. 57 certainly don't want to squander this. There's a shot by Doki. Miles Miller being sent home. He's rounding third. He'll stand up at home. And the 57 strike first in game 2. The number 9 hitter, Jared Doki, checks into the system. His first at bat of the series.
Now batting, sponsored by AC.
His first hit of the series.
Number 24, Blake Adams.
And the 57's have a 1-0 lead. And we'll see if there's any more 2-out magic in the lumber of the 57's now with the top of the order and Blake Adams at the plate. Adams 1 for 1 this game, his first hit of the series, and he's going to get a curveball from Dylan Bells that will drop in for strike 1. Fastball up. Kamenowski on at second. Jared Doki, that RBI single to put Swift Current on the board moments ago, is at first. Two outs. Gentle breeze out to left field. Adams, ground ball up the middle. Ben Kamenowski being sent home. Ben chugging home. He'll stand up at the plate. Runner advances to third. And back-to-back hits with 2 outs for the 57's have them up a deuce here in the bottom of 2. Runners on the corners now. RBI single, Blake Adams. He got an 87-mile-an-hour fastball that he could drive, and Blake up the middle into center. Seeing eye single by Blake. Scoring Kamenowski from second. Jason Vena, one of the assistants in the Red Sox operation. Out to look way up at his 6'5" pitcher. A couple of 6'5" starters that the 57's have had to deal with. Evan Rogers, no shorty last night, throwing more than 100 pitches. Great effort last night by Rogers for the Regina Red Sox. 6 runs on his watch, but only 1 earned. And now the 57's looking for some more 2-out magic here. They've put up 2 runs here. Back-to-back 2-out shots with men on by Jared Doki and Blake Adams. Fastball, lefty on lefty encounter here. That misses outside. Bo McClintock on deck. Nick Conyas, who got a ring last year with the 57's. Sees that fastball miss up and out, and it's a 2-0 count. Adams on at first. Towering lefty Bells will keep a close eye on him. Goes to Conyas. Fastball catches the outside corner, and 2-1. So look at the 57's base runners. Bells to Conyas. Steady diet of fastballs in this lefty-on-lefty encounter. 3-1 the count. 3-1 the count to Nick. A walk loads the bases for Bo McClintock. Conyers fouls that out. Full count now with 2 away. A 2-run second thus far for the 57's. Looking for more. Looking for some more run support for Joey Machado. Another 3-2 pitch from Bells, not happening just yet, as Bruce Walker calls time. 57's 4 hits in this bottom of 2, putting 2 runs across. Currently 2 men on. Adams in motion, hit and run is on. Conyers shot to center field. Stotler chasing after it, leaps, and it's over top of his head. 1 scores, 2 will score. Nick Conyers. Oh, and the ruling is a ground rule double. So with that, Blake Adams will be summoned back to second.
Now batting, sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the first baseman, number 11, Bo McClintock.
Ball taken 1 hop over top of the fence. So the automatic double rule. Nick Conyers on at second now. Blake Adams summoned back to third base. Bo McClintock will try and bring him in as he takes a big hack with cruel intentions at that fastball up. Redirects it off the mask of Matt Deneau. Count to 0-1. Bo 2 hits last night, hitting .400 in this playoff series thus far. 0 for 1 this game, striking out the last time he faced Bells. 0-1 the count. 57's veterans on the bases. Conyers at second, Adams at third as Bo calls time. Bo 15 home runs and 40 RBI to lead the 57's in those stats. Second team league all-star. McClintock, towering fly ball, center field. Stotler and Moss aren't able to track it down. And a fly ball that just hung up in the air, and a miscommunication between left and center field, and the 57's
number 22, Miles Miller.
Pounce on a Regina miscue.
Sponsored by Melhoff Electric, the second baseman, number 1, Ruben Rodriguez.
And plate 2, it's 5-0. .57's already with 6 hits tonight. They're swinging the bat with much more confidence this evening. Rodriguez, pop up, third base, Phil Langlois. And the sure-handed third baseman makes the catch. And that'll do it for the 57's in the second inning. 5 runs on 5 hits, 1 Red Sox error.
And the 1 man left on after 2 innings complete. It's 5-0.
And 1 left out there.
Flip from 57's over to Regina Red Sox.
Big inning for the 57's as they put 5 on the board. Some run support for Joey Machado, who will be on the mound when we return.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale, selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. First pitch of the third inning is a ground ball by Wesley Moss right back at Joey Machado, who takes a leisurely jog towards Bo McClintock at first base to get the 1-3 and retire a tough out in Moss. Adam De La Cruz to take a turn now. De La Cruz, a player of the game night 24 hours ago for Regina. 4 hits, including a home run for De La Cruz. Part of that 9-6 win. 5-0, the 57's lead it here, though. There's a ground ball, De La Cruz. Ethan Hunter, right where he needs to be, and on target to Bo. 2 quick outs. That was pitch number 31 from Joey Machado. So 31 pitches to go 2.2 for Machado. He struck out 1 and walked 1, allowing 1 Regina Red Sox hit thus far. 5-0, 57's lead it. First pitch to Joshua Jones, called strike. 0-1 count. Machado utilized early in the season in relief for the 57's. And he had some long, tough innings, but since being moved to the starting rotation, he really pitted in there well and found a home late in the season. Jones sends that 87-mile-an-hour offering into the backstop. Machado's final 2 games of the regular season, both 9-0 wins. 0-2 to Joshua Jones, breaking ball, popped up, shallow center. It looks like Blake Adams is going to be the one who will be charged with making that catch, and he does. A quick inning for Joey Machado and the Swift Current 57's, who are playing with a little bit of swagger now. 5-0 Swift Current lead. To the bottom of 3 we go.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
Welcome back to 50's Baseball. Miles Miller leading off for Swift Current, who have a 5-0 lead. It's the bar to have the required number of at-bats to be considered for that batting title. Breaking ball outside to Miles. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. One-two pitch. Swung on and missed by Miller out in front of that. Delivery from Bells.
Now batting.
Hoping we turn the lights on sometime soon.
The catcher, number 41, Ben Komanowski.
Getting kind of dark here. A cloudy day. Days are definitely getting shorter as we flip the calendar over to the month of August. If Ron Shuchuk were behind the plate tonight, he would have been on the 57's organization like stink on a wet dog to get those lights on. Swung on and missed, Komanowski. 1-1. Breaking ball. Called strike to Ben. And 1-2 the count. One out, nobody on. Breaking ball. Outside 2-2. 5-0 lead for the 57's. On the strength of 6 hits and 1 Regina error. Breaking ball, Komanowski sends that into the backstop. 2-2 count. Fastball from Bells, 88 on the gun from the left side, and strike 3 to Komanowski.
Now batting.
Hardest pitch we've seen thus far out of Bells.
Number 18, Keel Crumwitty.
88 on the gun. Keel Crumweedy to take a turn now. Keel 0 for 1, 400 in this postseason, 2 games in. Some intriguing scores tonight elsewhere in playoff action in the WMBL. Weyburn leading Moose Jaw 6-0 in the top of the 4th at Tom Lang Park. Lethbridge up on Medicine Hat 4-0 in the top of the 3rd. The 4th seed Bulls leading the 1st seed Mavericks. And in the 2-3 matchup at Seaman Stadium, a very difficult park to win in, the Edmonton Prospects up on Okotoks 4-0. That's in the top of the 4th. Imagine if the Prospects can take 2 out of Seaman Stadium and Okotoks back to Remax Field in Edmonton. The Prospects the past 2 seasons have saved their best baseball for the month of August, and a game and a half into the playoffs, that trend looks to continue. Still plenty of series left, though, in all of these. Swift Current in the driver's seat here tonight in the bottom of the 3rd, 5-0 the score. Strike 3 to Keel Crumweedy. And it's a quick bottom of the 3rd for Dylan Bells and the Regina Red Sox after they gave up 5 the inning before. To the 4th we go. More 57's baseball after this. Turn the lights on, says Bruce.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Leading off for the Regina Red Sox, the third baseman, number 25, Phil Langlois.
So the Regina Red Sox, who had no shortage of offense 24 hours ago, looking for a spark here in the fourth inning. Got the lights firing up at Mitchell Field, and Phil Langlois to the plate. Langlois leading off here. And he will be followed this inning by Deneau and Crossman. Top of the fourth. The series shifts to Regina tomorrow, 7:05 start at Curry Field. And if the 57's can hang on and win tonight, we know that Game 4 Friday night at Curry Field will be necessary.
Mother's foul ball. Run and get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth to get a...
Langlois makes a Swift Current ball chaser a little bit richer by fouling that one out of the park. The potential to get a loony. Fly ball, center field, Blake Adams. He's got to hurry back to get it. And Adams at the wall, off the tip of his glove, unable to track that down on the white sky. Langlois manages to scamper to second base.
Now batting, the catcher, number 17, Matt Deneau.
Tough play to make for Adams as he had to go back to the warning track. And that one just over his head. That ball hit deep by Langlois, up in the air and catching a jet stream with that tailwind out to left. And now Matt Deneau to the plate, who homered last night. Sox have the leadoff guy on, Langlois at second base. Machado, swinging strike, Deneau. Phil Langlois, beard game strong, at second. Inside pitch is an oppo shot to right field. Conyas makes the catch, and he hosses that ball into the infield quickly. Langlois unable to advance past second base.
The first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman.
One down, Eric Crossman to the plate. Danny Hunt on deck. Fourth inning, top of, sun setting in the western sky. You can see it creating some long shadows here at Mitchell Field. And maybe adding a degree of difficulty to the first baseman and left, or right field rather. Machado. That's hit deep to left. Miles Miller, his back to the wall. And it's a two-run dinger. Eric Crossman scoring himself and Langlois on that two-run bomb to left field. And the Regina Red Sox put a dent in this 57's lead. It's now 5-2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Danny Hunt.
First earned run for Joey Machado in 21 1/3 innings going back to the regular season, as he had back-to-back shutouts. No, that can't be right. Not that long. Seven, yeah. More like 16 1/3 innings. One-two pitch, Machado. Cued off the bat head by Hunt. One-two pitch, one away. Hunt reaches for that pitch, breaking low and away. Fouling it off. Count 1-2. Top of the fourth inning, 45 pitches for Machado. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3.
And that's a Patterson Agriculture strikeout for Joey Machado. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 8, Adam Wolf.
Second strikeout of the game for Machado. Adam Wolf, his second at bat of the game and second at bat of the series. 2 away. Wolf takes one hopper into the glove of Kamenowski. 1-0 count. 2 away here. Nobody on. Blake Adams charged with an error on that fly ball to center field by Langlois. Pitch inside to Wolf, so Red Sox so far with 2 runs on a hit and a 57's error. Both teams in this series thus far have done a good job of holding the other to account for mistakes. As a walk is issued to Wolf.
Center fielder, number 12, Brooks Stoddard.
Brooks Stotler now, the number 9 hitter for Regina. Wolf walking. Wolf on base in his previous, or in both of his at-plate endeavors. Hit by a pitch tonight and walked. Breaking ball Machado drops in for strike 1. Nice slider from Joey. 0-1 with 2 away and a gentle breeze caressing the fans here at Mitchell Field. One 1 count. Stotler, nice piece of hitting there, taking that 1-1 breaking ball into center field. And a misplay in center field as Adams went to make the throw and just had an issue gripping that baseball. And a miscue in center allows another runner to gallop home with 2 away. It's 5-3 now for the 57's. Wesley Moss now with 2 down. Well, walks and errors catching up to the 57's here as they've allowed Regina to creep back into this one. Two-0 count. Ben Kamenowski going to have a quick chat with Joey Machado, who's had to throw a few more pitches than his average number through 3, 4th inning. And Machado left out there a little longer than he'd like. 5-3 the score. Three-0 count to Moss. Three 1 now. And ball 4 now to Wesley Moss. So the 57's who made things happen with 2 outs in that 2nd inning. Now it's the Regina Red Sox who have been able to be fortunate with 2 outs on the board here in the fourth. 5-3 the score. Joe Carnahan out to have a chat with Machado and Komanowski. Joe likely encouraging Machado to just throw strikes.
Number 21, Adam De La Cruz.
Adam De La Cruz, star of the game last night. Breaking ball from Machado, missing low, 1-0 count. 2 on now for the Sox. Tying run represented by Wesley Moss at first. Swift Current with a 5-0 lead coming into this fourth inning. Regina's touched up the hometown 57's for 3. Fly ball, that'll get out of the park. Foul. One count. Breaking ball. Ground ball. Ethan Hunter. Quick throw to Ruben Rodriguez. And that'll do it for the Regina Red Sox. They touch up the 57's to the tune of 3. 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and a couple left on. We'll see how Swift Current responds to that 3-run top of the fourth when we hit the bottom of right after this.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
With Joe's Lawn Care and Exterior Home Repair for going above and beyond to spray and remove the wasp nets from Mitchell Field. For a free estimate, please call Joe at 306-741-1589. Leading off for the Swift Current 57's, the shortstop number 8, Ethan Hunter.
So Ethan Hunter leading off for the 57's. In this heavyweight playoff matchup, a pretty big blow landed by the Regina Red Sox to put up 3 in the fourth. We'll see how the 57's respond and if they got a good counter punch in their arsenal here. Top of the inning, 3 for Regina in the fourth. Now Swift's turn to respond. Ethan Hunter. First pitch ball, 1-0 count. Dylan Bells inducing a fly ball, hit to shallow left. Danny Hunt, the shortstop, goes after it. But Wesley Moss, the left fielder, eventually says, I got this, makes the catch, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Jared Doki.
Jared Doki, 1 for 1 this game with an RBI. He came up big the last time he was up with a 2-out shot to score the 57's first run. Runners on base. Doki a big part of that 5-run second inning for the 57's. His second go-around with Dylan Bells. First pitch outside the zone and a 1-0 count. Top of the order and Blake Adams on deck. Blake with a couple adventures in center field last inning. Eager to atone with the bat. Doki 2 for 2. And Jared Doki, a welcome addition to the 57's lineup tonight after being a spectator in Game 1.
Sponsored by ACT, the center fielder.
As he drives that ball into center, the native of Howell, Michigan. Doki on at first. And now Blake Adams to the plate. 1 out and 1 on, top of the order for the 57's. Nick Kanyas on deck. Pitch in the gear, and Doki just scurrying back in the nick of time is safe. And I don't think Mitch McDonald agrees with that assessment. He's going to go have a chat with Trevor Drury. And Drury with a brief yet seemingly satisfactory explanation. One-0 count. Jared Doki in his dirty uniform at first. Ground ball through Phil Langwan. That doesn't happen a lot. Hot shot on the ground. Adams puts Lumber to baseball, and the 57's have 2 on with 1 down.
Now batting, sponsored by JTS Bus Lines. The right fielder, number 39, Nick Conyas.
Conyas with a double to center field his last time up, his first hit of the series. So 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI for Nick. First pitch, Conyas missing. 1 down here. Bottom of the 4th inning. 5-3, the 57's lead it. Strike called on Conyas. .57's with a 5-run lead coming into this 4th inning. Red Sox plating 3 in their half. Conyas takes, and a 2-1 count. Two-one pitch, 1 away. Sun setting, breeze slowing down. 83 on the gun, and a 3-1 count. Dylan Bells. Left-hander. Outside to Conyas, who's going to walk and load the bases for the 57's regular season RBI leader. And one of the league's most proficient home run hitters, Bo McClintock. Bells, 77 pitches to get to this point in the ballgame. Andrew Vena making his way out for a mound visit here. Bases loaded and 1 down here for the 57's. Bruce Walker out to bust this up. Jason Vena back to the dugout. Bo McClintock to the plate. Bases loaded. 5-3 lead for the 57's. Swift Current is led by as much as 5-0. Bo would like to give Swift that substantial lead back. Bo 0 for 2 this game. First offering with good bat speed. That 86-mile-an-hour fastball is fouled out of the ballpark. 0-1 count to McClintock. Ruben Rodriguez on deck. Ruben still in pursuit of his first hit of this series. Conyas at first. Adams at second. Doki at third. Swinging strike on the breaking ball by McClintock. Bo named league second-team All-Star earlier today at the first base position. 15 home runs, 40 RBI in the regular season. 0-2 to Bo. And Bo swinging strike and back to the dugout. Well, this is a key moment in this ball game now. 2 out, Ruben Rodriguez, bases loaded.
Electric, the second baseman, number 1, Ruben Rodriguez.
If the Sox can take care of Ruben, that gives them all sorts of momentum, scoring the last 3 runs in this ball game and getting out of a jam where the 57's have the bases loaded. However, if Swift can get a run here, that'll certainly fire up the team and home crowd. First pitch, fastball, letter high to Rodriguez, 1-0 count. League batting champion Miles Miller on deck. Miller with the league's top average. Dylan Bell, starting pitcher. Just finished his freshman year at Frank Phillips Junior College. Gets a new set of signals. Fastball to Rodriguez, 1-1 count. '72nd pitch of the game for Bells, 1-1 to Ruben, 2 away. Rodriguez, ground ball right back to Bells, who will head towards first and flip to Crossman. And the 57's strand 3.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 men.
1 hit and a Regina Red Sox there. 4 innings in the books. 57 still lead at 5-3, and they'll try and keep it that way when they're in the field. We'll be back shortly with more 57's baseball.
When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
Well, that 4th inning was a big one for the Regina Red Sox. They got 3 on the board, and the 57's managed to load up the bases, but no damage done on the scoreboard to the Red Sox.
The right fielder, number 23, Joshua Jones.
Jones, Langlois, Deneau, 3-4-5 in Regina's order, due up now. 5-3 lead for the Swift Current 57's, top of the 5th inning. Let Joey Machado throw the first pitch of this exchange to Joshua Jones, and then we'll do the out-of-town scoreboard. Fastball is a called strike. Weyburn up on Moose Jaw, 6-2, top of the 5th. Lethbridge leading Medicine Hat 4-0 in the top of the 5th, and in the bottom of the 4th, Okotoks striking back a little bit against the Edmonton Prospects, now a 5-2 Prospect lead. Edmonton was leading 4-0 at one point. 5-3 here in Swift Current, favoring the 57's. A 9-6 win by the Red Sox last night. They have a 1-0 lead in this series as Machado misses outside on that 0-2. Now a 1-2 count. We're in Regina tomorrow night. We'll bring you the webcast from the 57's YouTube page. Hope you can join us at 7:05 from Curry Field in Regina. Another outside offering. Always appreciate the hospitality of the Regina crew there. Tony and Jeff tweeting up a storm. Brennan McGuire, play-by-play voice of the Regina Red Sox on their different social channels, does a dynamite job. And Harold, the scorekeeper, and his dog, too. We're always looking forward to visiting with them and petting the pooch in between innings. 2-2 pitch. Fastball. Joshua Jones hits that to left field. Miles Miller runs for it. And Miller with the catch.
And that is a WW Smith Insurance SGI Canada premium play.
He had to go for a bit of a jog. He didn't run miles, but it's Miller time in left field. Miles Miller checking into this series defensively. Going for a jog. And making the catch with glove outstretched. Phil Langlois now to take a turn. Langlois 0 for 1. Walking earlier this game. Runs scored for Langlois as well. Machado, righty on lefty, fastball outside. Langlois, center field shot, Blake Adams, 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, number 17, Matt Deneau.
Matt Deneau. 57 staging a comeback last night, and Matt Deneau spoiling the party after Swift rallied to tie the game at 6. Deneau with a dinger that silenced the crowd. 2 away now. 5-3 57's lead. Fastball called strike. Pitch taken by Deneau. Strike 2 with 2 away here. Top of the 5th. 5-3 57's lead. Pitchers prepping in the 57's bullpen. Looks like a tall lefty. That would be Spencer Kulawine, but Joey Machado striking out Deneau in 3 pitches. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. Nothing doing for the Regina Red Sox. Machado fans Deneau, 5-3, bottom of 5, straight ahead.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health.
In favor of the Swift Current 57's over the Regina Red Sox. Fans, if you have program numbers 107237 or 107160.
Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Leading off for the Swift Current 57, sponsored by the City of Swift Current, the left fielder, number 22, Miles Miller.
Miles Miller, Ben Kamenowski, Keel Crumweedy to the plate for the 57's. Bottom of the 5th, 5-3 lead for Swift Current. A 5-run second inning for the 57's. Regina responding with a 3-run 4th. Now in the bottom of the 5th, Dylan Bells. Miller shows bunt. Bells chases it down. Throw to first just in the nick of time to take care of the speedy Miles Miller. Trying to leg his way to first base.
Now batting, sponsored by SEIU West, the catcher, number 41, Ben Kamenowski.
That bunt got to Bells a little sooner than Miles would have liked. Good job by the 6'5" left-hander to go all the way down to gather that baseball and make the throw to first. Good idea by Miles. As a lefty, you got to turn your body in a bit of a difficult angle after picking up that ball to make that throw to first, but Bells with the athleticism to pull off that 1-3. Now Ben to the plate. a hit and a run scored this game. Ben with a couple hits last night. Good take from Ben. Well, maybe not. Strike two. Breaking ball that just caught the lower part of the zone. Pitch outside with the count 1-2. Two-two pitch forthcoming. Bell's taking a little bit more time between pitches, and that breaking ball induces a swinging strike and strike three from Kamenowski. Pitch number 79 of the game by Bells.
Sponsored by Nutrient Ag Solutions. The designated hitter, number 18, Keel Crumweedy.
Bringing Keel Crumweedy to the plate with two down here. One-0 count to Keel. Crumweedy DH role tonight for the 57's. Played third last night and did a good job in doing so. If the 57's are going to have another long playoff run, expect to see Keel put in a few innings in late relief on the mound as well. Keel's work on the mound instrumental to the 57's championship run of last year. Right now, all about the offense for Crumweedy, as that's what's on his mind. Count 2-1 with two away here. Fastball up from Dylan Bells. 3-1 to Keel. '83rd pitch of the night for Bells. Here's 84. And 84 is ball four to Crumweedy. 85 miles an hour, just low. Keel takes first, and Ethan Hunter to the dish.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 8, Ethan Hunter.
Hunter slashes that ball foul. Ethan representing the number 8 spot in the 57's batting order. Hunter, and there's his first hit of the series. A timely piece of hitting. Keel Crumweedy galloping to third base. Hunter legging out a double. And with two outs, Ethan Hunter puts lumber to baseball and sends a shot into the gap in left center.
Now batting,
that'll bring Jared Doki to the plate. So Ethan Hunter takes an 0-1 and drives it into left field. Keel Crumweedy moves all the way to third. Hunter a double at second base. Jared Doki now 2 for 2 this game is Doki. So he's seen two pitches that he could drive from Bells and hoping for a third here. 57's hopeful for more two-out magic. 8 runs in total between these two teams. A lot of those coming with 2 outs on the board. Top of the order and Blake Adams on deck. 1-0 count to Doki. Doki, ground ball. De La Cruz, throw to first is in time, and that'll do it for the 57's. Ethan Hunter gives the fans a little bit of life here in the bottom of the 5th, but 2 will be stranded after 1 hit. Top of 6 coming up, 5-3 57's.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and
Our bird dog contestant tonight, very successful bird dog contestant tonight. This pitching change brought to you by Bruce Skagg and Cypress Motors, now pitching for the Swift Current 57's, number 29, Spencer Colwyn.
Well, enter Spencer Coolawine for the Swift Current 57's. Coolawine, 20 appearances in the regular season, 32 2/3 innings of work, allowing 29 hits, striking out 50 and walking 17, a 3.58 earned run average. Coolawine, another player who comes to the 57's from that University of Nebraska at Omaha Mavericks program out of Harrisburg, South Dakota. Lefty pitching to Ben Kamenowski, getting set to face the Regina Red Sox here. Joey Machado, 5 innings of work, 3 hits, 3 Regina runs, but only 1 earned, striking out 3 and walking 3. So 5 innings out of Joey Machado. Crossman, Hunt, Wolf due up for Regina. Top of the 6th, 5-3 lead for the 57's. Another take from Crossman, and the count 2-0 against Spencer Coolawine. Coolawine, a solid piece of the puzzle in late inning relief for the 57's. Ground ball. Ruben Rodriguez on the run. Great play, Ruben. 4-3, 2-1 pitch. Ground out to second.
Until the end of this inning. Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Danny Hunt.
Coolawine in the regular season had a 10-game stretch where there wasn't an earned run on his watch. Hard-throwing lefty. Solid contributor to that 57's bullpen. 87-mile-an-hour fastball is a called strike, and the count 0-2 on Danny Hunt. Great play moments ago by Ruben Rodriguez, the second baseman. Coolawine. Jam shot. Fouled into the backstop. Count 0-2 with 1 out and none on. Breaking ball from Spencer, 1-2. Wind blowing across the park now, more so than out to left field as it was earlier. Spencer just letting that ball go late, and a 1-hopper in front of Kamenowski. Know there's going to be a healthy contingent of Swift Current fans in Regina tomorrow. Swift Current Mayor Dennis Perot doing a fan van with some Swift Current residents.
Yes, that's another Standard Motors.
If you want to get a hold of Denny and be a part of that, I think he's doing a $20 ride there. If you don't know his contact info, just tweet at him and he'll get right back at you. 2-2 pitch, 1 down, breaking ball. Coolawine, now a full count. Three-two pitch. Fastball in. Lefty on righty encounter here. And foul towards the 57's dugout. 5-3, the 57's lead it here in the top of the 6th inning. 5 runs by the 57's in the 2nd, 3 runs by Regina in the 4th. Elsewhere in the league, Weyburn up on Moose Jaw 7-2 in the bottom of the 5th as Hunt will get a walk. Lethbridge up on Medicine Hat 4-0 in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 8, Adam Moore.
And the Edmonton Prospects in the bottom of the 5th in Okotoks now with a 9-2 lead on the Dogs. Prospects trying to take 2 out of Seaman Stadium in Okotoks. Quick pickoff move by Coolawine as the lefty hucks that throw over to first. Fastball up. Edmonton, responsible for eliminating the Okotoks Dogs and upsetting them the last 2 years in the playoffs, and now leading 9-2 in Game 2 after a Game 1 win. There's still a lot of series left to be played as there's a fly ball into shallow right field. Nick Kanyas is there to make the catch. There's still much baseball to be left, but if something happens and Edmonton wins that series in Okotoks again, there's a lot of well-connected individuals in that Dogs organization, and they'll use each and every one of those connections to get Ray Brown, coach of the Edmonton Prospects, a job elsewhere.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 12, Brooks Stoddard.
9-2 Game 2 lead for the Prospects. It's best of 5 series, still tons of baseball left to be played. And the WMBL All-Stars announced today. First All-Star team, 15 members of the team, 8 of them members of the Okotoks Dogs, so they certainly have the personnel necessary to make the comeback. As Coolawine, pick-off throw over to first. Best of 5 series. Certainly aren't decided after a game and a half, but so far so good for the Prospects out there. Lethbridge trying to split in Medicine Hat. They're up 4-0 on the Mavs. And Weyburn 7-2 lead on Moose Jaw. Three and 1 count here. 2 out, 1 on. Spencer Coolawine dealing with Brooks Stotler. Stotler 1 for 2, 333 on the series. Runner on at first. And good eye on Stotler as he draws a walk.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 4, Wesley Moss.
2 runners on base right now, both via the walk, and it's the top of the order now. As we see personnel starting to play catch in the 57's bullpen. Looks like Nick Hooper out there, and Joe Carnahan is going to head out and have a quick chat with Spencer Coolawine here in the 6th inning. Hooper, right-handed pitcher, prepping to enter this game. Joe certainly wouldn't want to play that card this early in the game. He wants Coolawine to expunge Wesley Moss here. Two men on, 1 out, 2-run lead for the 57's. It's 5-3. Top of the 6th inning, playoff baseball. I'm glad you could join us. Coolawine, swinging strike from Moss. Moss late on that swing on the fastball. Not expecting that much heat from Coolawine on that particular pitch. Steps out of the batter's box, smiles and steps back in again. 2 men on. And the KG Wesley Moss tries to get a 2-out bunt down. Pushing it down the third base line, but that fastball pushed foul. Moss reaching for that pitch, looking to slap something opposite field, and 0-2 the count. Nick Hooper in the 57's bullpen. 57's bullpen catcher, a youngster from the Swift Current minor ball system, Ethan Murdoch. And young Ethan's getting a workout in that bullpen with Hooper capable of a 90-91 mile-an-hour fastball. You don't get too many of those on the midget team as that curveball from Coolawine stays up. And Spencer says, get that baseball out of here. So that curveball about 1.5 feet over the head of Wesley Moss, and the count is 1-2 now with 2 away. Moss reaches, Doki through him and Hunter. And a run comes in to score for Regina. Moss didn't pound that ball by any means, but a low velocity ground ball out of the reach of both third and second. And a run comes in to score. Danny Hunt blowing a tire around third base, but manages to touch home plate nonetheless as that ball was slow getting to Miles Miller, who is playing deep. And Spencer Coolawine is going to exit here, and Nick Hooper is going to come in and try and get an elusive third out here in the 6th inning. We'll let Hoop warm up, and we'll be back with more 57's baseball in just a moment. 5-4, they lead Regina.
At Crop Production Services, we're on. Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Now batting, number 21, the second baseman, Adam Dela Cruz.
So Joe Carnahan going to Nick Hooper to face Adam Dela Cruz, who's been a tough out in the first 2 games of this playoff series. Runners on the corners for Regina. Brooks Stadler at third, Wesley Moss at second. Moss a threat to steal bases, as he had 29 bags in the regular season. 2 away here. 57's with the first 5 runs in this ball game, but 4 unanswered have come from the Regina Red Sox. And Regina will tie it up. Ground ball by Dela Cruz, and it's 5-5. Regina has successfully rallied from a 5-0 deficit.
Right fielder, number 23, Joshua Jones.
That ball wasn't pounded by Dela Cruz, but he hit it in the gap. And after the 57's came from behind last night against the Regina Red Sox, only to subsequently lose, the Regina Red Sox have now rallied from a large deficit here. Top of the 6th inning. Brooks Stotler walking. Moss getting on via error, and Dela Cruz singling, all with 2 outs. 2 strikes now on Joshua Jones with 2 away, and runners on at second base and first. Dela Cruz and Moss. Oh-2. Hooper, 90-mile-an-hour fastball hit the opposite way into right field. Nick Conyas diving catch! And that is a play that the 57's needed. And the 57's veteran right fielder, Nick Conyas, out of San Antonio, Texas. Highlight reel catch to strand 2, but the Regina Red Sox touch up the 57's. They plate 2, and after 5.5, we're all tied up at 5. Bottom of 6, and Swift looking to retake the lead when we return.
When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57's.
Leading off for the Swift Current 57, sponsored by ACT, the center fielder, number 24, Blake Adams.
Blake Adams leading off for the 57's, bottom of the 6th inning, and a 5-5 ball game. Adams. Line shot into the glove of shortstop Danny Hunt, 1 down.
Now batting, sponsored by KTS Bus Lines, the right fielder, number 39, Nick Conyas.
A highlight reel catch by Conyas moments ago in right field. A run-saving catch by Conyas as he dove to make that grab. And depending on the outcome of this game and this series, that could potentially be a series-saving catch by Conyas. Nick's safe as he legs out that run to first. Actually, it looks like the first baseman Crossman taken off the bag there on that throw from third. So the 57's have a runner in Conyas.
Sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the first baseman, number 11, Bo McClintock.
Bo McClintock with 1 out. Bo 2 hits last night, 0 for 3 on this night. He's had a tough time figuring out starter Dylan Bells for Regina. Bells. 5.1 innings of work for the starter. 8 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, striking out 8 and only walking 2 along the way. McClintock foul ball towards the Regina dugout. Fastball. Up. Nobody playing catch in the Regina bullpen as of yet, but a few guys starting to stretch down there. .93 pitches from Bells. Pitch number 94 is singled by Bo McClintock. Back-to-back hits. And Nick Conyas getting adventuresome and scampering to third base. Heads up base running by Conyas, as he saw someone in the Regina outfield taking it easy to get to that ball and figured he had time to scamper to third. Conyas living dangerously, and Mitch McDonald out of the Regina dugout.
Now batting, sponsored by Melhoff Electric.
Regina with championship years
Rodriguez.
in 2011 and 2012. And their coach, Mitch McDonald, is a player, a huge part of that. Both coaches in this game, head coaches, Joe Carnahan and Mitch McDonald, studs for their team in their playing days. Ruben Rodriguez, high hopper to Danny Hunt, and 6-4, unable to turn two, and Conyas scores. Swift gets their one-run lead back, and it's 6-5 as Miles Miller will dig in now.
Swift Current, the left fielder, number 22, Miles Miller.
Bo McClintock making his way off the field, as he was thrown out at second on that attempted 6-4-3 double play. Conyas scoring from third. That heads-up base running by Conyas. You see why it's so important there, as now the 57's with the go-ahead run. Miles Miller to the plate. League batting champion, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Striking out in one of his 3 at-bats tonight. Ruben on at first, the lefty Bells. In this lefty-on-lefty matchup, goes across the plate. Nice take from Miller. And another run with 2 outs. In this matchup between Swift Current and Regina, 11 runs between the two teams. A lot of those happening with 2 down. Shot by Miller, fouled. Miles Miller awaiting the 2-1 pitch with 2 away. Called strike to Miles. Miller, shot to left field, Wesley Moss hurrying, and Moss with the catch in left field. Dylan Bells, the pitcher, acknowledges that great play by Moss in left. 57's with another run. All of the 57's runs looking back on it have happened with 2 outs.
1 man left on after 6 innings complete.
6 innings complete, top of 7 coming up, 6-5 Swift. More baseball for you right after this.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Program number 107138. That's 107138.
Welcome back to Mitchell Field in Swift Current. 6-5 lead for the 57's.
Leading off for the Regina Red Sox, the third baseman, number 25, Phil Langlois.
Phil Langlois leading off here for Regina. With the exception of the Eric Crossman home run, that two-run shot that scored him and Langlois, every run in this 6-5 game has happened with 2 outs. 57's in Regina. 1 out shot by Crossman earlier. So 11 runs in this game, 9 of them have happened with 2 down. So some clutch playoff performances from guys at the plate tonight. Phil Langlois, frappe-lay baseball. Foul. Nick Hooper on in relief to get the third out of the top of the 6th inning. His team now with a 6-5 lead. Langlois just over top of Ethan Hunter.
Now batting, the catcher, number 17, Matt Deneau.
Looked like Ethan Hunter had that ball tracked down, but line drive just over his head. And now catcher Matt Deneau to the plate. Deneau 0 for 3 this game, homered last night. Deneau struck out twice, facing Joey Machado. First time facing Nick Hooper. Hooper, fastball, high and inside, 89 miles an hour. Nobody out, 1 on. Looking forward to a road trip to Regina tomorrow, about 2 hours east on the Trans-Canada Highway. I know that Swift Current WMBL legend, a guy who played and helped the Swift Current Indians to many championships back in the day, Kelly Haraska, is visiting family in Regina. Haraska now residing in Bakersfield, but a guy who played a lot of years with the Swift Current organization and helped this team win a lot of games. We'll try and coax Horse into stopping by the webcast for a little bit of a chat at some point tomorrow in Regina. I imagine he'll be up to it. Always appreciate his insight. 3-0 count. That fastball is in, and Matt Deneau walked in 4 pitches. Quick infield meeting here.
Now batting, the Swift Automotive Beer batter, the first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman.
So Crossman, who has a home run tonight. 2-run dinger. Nobody out and 2 on. 6-5 Swift Current lead. Hooper looks Langlois at second. Fastball in. Doki makes the catch on the attempted bunt.
Is on sale. 2 for $8 at the Diamond Energy Beer booth until the end of this inning.
Good job by Doki to read that well. Hurry in and make the catch. Langlois and Deneau scurry back to their bases after that catch as they were both in motion.
Gosh, just missed it. Here about it.
Nick Hooper. Catches the outside part of the plate against Danny Hunt. Hunt with a run scored, 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. 2 on, 1 out. Hooper brings the heat. McClintock. 3-6, unable to turn the one covering first. But the 57's get a second out. Phil Langlois, however, advancing to third. So runner at first is on with a fielder's choice. Man at second is erased. Joe Carnahan out of the dugout now to have a quick mound visit. Runners on the corners. Adam Wolf has a walk this game and a run scored. Nine of the 11 runs in this game scored with 2 outs on the board. Wolf feels like adding to that total right now. Langlois at third, just a few feet away. 6-5 lead for the 57's, top of the 7th with 2 down. Aaron Pugh preps in the 57's bullpen. Swinging strike. Fastball. Just missed from Hooper. Runner in motion. Kamenowski will allow Hunt second base uncontested. 2 down. Runner on at third. Swift Current with a 1-run lead. Wouldn't want to have a misplay at second base, allowing Langlois to get home uncontested. Hooper paints the outside corner with that fastball, and it's a 2-2 count with 2 down. .57's now with Keel Crumweedy warming up in their bullpen. Keel's no stranger to a closer-type role. Hooper trying to get Swift through 7 with a 6-5 lead. 2-2 pitch. Popped up in foul territory. Ben Kamenowski. Catch made. Sigh of relief breathed at Mitchell Field. 2 are stranded. Bottom of 7 coming up. This is playoff baseball. 6-5, 57's lead. Bottom of 7 and Swift Current looking for some insurance after this.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
For the Swift Crew 57, sponsored by SCI US, the catcher, number 41, Ben Kamenowski.
Ben Kamenowski grew up in Regina, watching the Regina Red Sox play their home games at Curry Field. Now he's a member of the opposition and trying to expand said opposition's lead against his hometown team. Kamenowski, a Regina product. Swats at that offering from starting pitcher Dylan Bells. Bells 6 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 3 of them earned, striking out 8 and walking 2. He's now eclipsed 100 pitches. This is going to be 102 on his evening, and it's an 0-1 to Ben Kamenowski that Ben takes on. Did he go? Negatory, says Trevor Drury. Kamenowski, Crumweedy, Hunter. Keel Crumweedy was warming up in the 57's bullpen, but he's summoned to the on-deck circle as he hits after Ben. 2-1 count. Ben 1 for 3 this game with a run scored. Got a .500 batting average so far in this playoff series, does Big Ben. 10 dingers in the regular season and only just over 30 games. While the Okotoks Ducks thundering back against the Edmonton Prospects. Edmonton at one point had a 9-2 lead, now 9-7 the score in the bottom of the 6th. So Okotoks far from done. They got all the momentum on their side and must have had some sort of a wake-up call. Weyburn leading Moose Jaw 10-4 in the bottom of the 7th, and Lethbridge up 5-1 on Medicine Hat in the bottom of the 7th. Edmonton, Weyburn, and Medicine Hat with wins last night, so Lethbridge looking for the split. Okotoks looking to complete the comeback against Edmonton and salvage a split at home. Weyburn in the driver's seat, taking Game 1 last night against Moose Jaw and leading 10-4. .57's with a 6-5 lead on Regina here in the bottom of the 7th. Keel Crumweedy gets that bunt down. Great job by Keel. Thrown away at first. Ben Kamenowski being sent home at third. Kamenowski, the ball is way out in right field. Ben slides in, scores. 7-5, Swift. And Keel Crumweedy gets that bunt down, and good things happen. Crumweedy drops the bunt. Ball thrown away. Kamenowski scores from first. Keel at third with nobody out. And some welcome insurance for the 57's. Now Ethan Hunter to the plate. Regina Red Sox infield is in, trying to keep everything in front of them. And knock down whatever Ethan Hunter may deliver. Popped up, no one can find it. No one can see it except the first baseman. And the catch made by Crossman. No one had any idea where that ball was except for Eric Crossman, who tracked that ball like a hawk zeroing in on an unsuspecting field mouse. 1 out. Doki gets a small piece of that ball. Jared Doki 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Keel Crumweedy at third, infield in for Regina. Fastball up. .107 pitches for Bells. 1-1 the count. Pitch 108 is a strike. Tyler Bernhardt, out of Watonga, Oklahoma, 6'5", 230-pound senior, right-hander. Preps in Regina's bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Langlois stops it at third. On target to first. Good piece of infielding by Phil Langlois. Fielding that on his backhand, making sure that Keel Crumweedy wasn't going to go anywhere. And then throwing a dart to Crossman at first.
Center fielder, number 24, Blake Adams.
7-5 lead for the 57s. Blake Adams now to the plate. Blake 2 for 4 with a run scored tonight. And Adams is just going to get put on here. They don't do the 4-pitch intentional walk anymore. They just declare their intention to put the runner on.
The right fielder, number 39, Nick Conyas.
So Blake gets first. I don't know what I think of that rule. It saves time, but would love the opportunity to, and the entertainment, to see a potential missed throw to advance runners. But in any event, Swift with runners on the corners now. Nick Conyas to the plate. And Bells wants to get on the same page as Matt Deneau, the catcher. Quick discussion. .112 pitches thrown by Bells thus far. Another 100-plus pitch start for a Regina starter as Rogers eclipsed the century mark and then some last night. Oh, 1 to Conyas. Fastball. Just up. Lefty on lefty matchup. Breaking ball. Drops in for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Blake Adams giving the intentional walk to first. How much would Nick Conyas love to victimize Regina here? There's a shot into left field. Joshua Jones on his horse and makes the catch. Slides afterwards for a few extra style points. And the 57s will strand a couple, but they do score 1 in the bottom of the 7th.
No hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on.
Take advantage of a Regina error as 1. Coming up, the 8th, 7-5, Swift.
Action Services. We're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. Keel Crumweedy in to pitch for the 57s. Keel didn't see a ton of action on the mound for the 57s. Just 5 appearances after he was brought up right around the July 15th roster deadline. 9 innings of work, 8 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, striking out 13 and only walking 1 in those 9 innings of work, and a .96 earned run average for the native of Glasgow, Montana. Crumweedy was DHing. Now coming in to pitch. 8th inning is where we find ourselves. A 7-5 lead for the 57s. Top of the 7th inning.
Red Sox, the center fielder,
Edmonton
number
trying to
12,
add to their
Brooks
9-7 lead over the Okotoks Dogs. Weyburn still up on Moose Jaw 10-4, and Lethbridge still leading Medicine Hat 5-1. Medhat and Lethbridge in the top of the 8th. Weyburn and Moose Jaw in the bottom of the 7th. 7-5 here. Keel Crumweedy. Facing the number 9 hitter, Brooks Stotler. Stotler 1 for 2 with a run scored. 333 this series. Glasgow, Montana's Keel Crumweedy. Breaking ball. Swung. Small piece of that ball. He is caught by the bat of Stotler. Ben Komanowski's going to take a second to shake off the ill effects of that ball making contact with his head area. And Wesley Moss on deck. Stotler, Moss, Dela Cruz. 0-2 Crumweedy. Fastball. And that ball taking a funny hop on Ethan Hunter. Runner is on first.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 4, Wesley Moss.
Tough hop to negotiate for Hunter. Wesley Moss now. Moss 1 for 3 this game, hitting 125 this series. He's got a hit and a walk tonight. Runner on at first, nobody out. Fly ball. Jared Doakey, not playable.
Kids, that's another
Foul.
Standard Brothers foul ball. We're going to get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth to get a...
Beautiful August night in sense-making Swift Current. 0-1 count to Wesley Moss. Keel Crumweedy trying to shut down Regina. Moss to Rodriguez. 4-6. And Moss too fast. Lead runner retired at second.
The second baseman, number 21, Adam De La Cruz.
Moss on via fielder's choice. Moss is dangerous on the base paths. And Adam De La Cruz has been dangerous at the plate, hitting .556 in this playoff series. 1 for 4 tonight with an RBI. A 4-hit game 24 hours ago for this young man from the Bronx. Breaking ball from Crumweedy. Catches the outside part of the plate, and the count is 0-1 to De La Cruz. Back-to-back sliders from Crumweedy. And De La Cruz buying what Keel's selling there. 0-2 with 1 down. Crumweedy letting Wesley Moss know that he's thinking about him. Curveball from Keel at about the letters. 1-2 count with 1 away. A nice cool breeze mercifully blows over the hot crowd. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and they don't get Moss at second.
And
Throw was on target.
Strikeout for Keel Crumweedy.
Not quite on time. 2 down. Moss gets second base.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 23, Joshua Jones.
See at the top of your screen, Wesley Moss and Ruben Rodriguez. As Ben Komanowski goes to have a chat with Crumweedy. Ruben and Wesley Moss. Who's taller between those two? Moss trying to come up big here with his team down 7-5. At the plate now, Joshua Jones, who's 0 for 4 this game. Multiple hit game last night for Jones, so a .222 batting average on the series for the California product. .1-0 count. Keel brings the heat. And a called strike, no doubter, right across the plate. One count, 2 away. Breaking ball, strike 2.
So-and-so's fans are fed up. And it's not just sports stadiums. Someone sends pictures of empty subway.
Ground ball. One hopper. Ruben bobbles, recovers, throws to first. In time. That'll do it for the Regina Red Sox. Top of the 8th. Wesley Moss.
No runs,
Left
no
stranded.
And the one man left on. After 7.5 innings, it's 7-5.
Bottom of 8 coming up. 57's lead at 7-5.
Production Services. We're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on. On this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
A look at the picturesque setting at Mitchell Field in Swift Current
Now pitching
on the
for
northeast
Regina
side
Red
of town.
Sox, number 22, Tyler Bernhardt.
Tyler Bernhardt coming in to chuck for Regina. Bernhardt, 10 regular season appearances, 13 innings of work, 8 to 7 strikeouts to walks, no games of decision, and a 6.58 earned run average. 13 innings, 13.2 innings of work, 15 runs, 10 of them earned. So Bernhardt out of Watonga, Oklahoma, 6'5", 230-pound senior.
Number 11, Bo McClintock.
And his first assignment is a tough one, Bo McClintock for the 57's. Bo 1 for 4 this game, 375 this series. The native of Beaver Creek, Oregon, digs in. A lift for the 57's offensively, getting McClintock back for the playoffs. And a ball slammed into the stands by Bo. Everyone okay down there? Looks like no one's worse for wear. McClintock, Rodriguez, Miller. And Bo swings at a breaking ball. Bo, a smart hitter, always thinking. Steps out of the batter's box, ponder what he might see with 2 strikes against him. Reaches for that pitch heading low as Bo's got to swing defensively here, count 0-2. Oh, 2. Fastball and strike 3. One batter faced, 1 strikeout for Bernhardt.
Sponsored by Melhoff Electric, the second baseman, number 1, Ruben Rodriguez.
110-plus pitches for Dylan Bells, the starter tonight for the Red Sox, going 7, allowing 9 hits, 7 runs, 4 earned. He struck out 8 and walked 3, facing 38 57's hitters. Ruben Rodriguez now. Rodriguez. Fly ball, diving stab by Wesley Moss. And Wesley Moss is good at left field.
Now batting, sponsored by the City of Swift Current, the left fielder, number 22, Miles Miller.
Fans on the patio giving it to Moss, but with a play like that, he's giving it right back. Well, Moss swaggy in left field right now, making some friends in Swift Current. Miles Miller to take a turn now. Miles Miller, count 0-1, 2 away, 7-5, 57's lead. Swift Current looking for a little bit more than 2 runs of insurance heading to the top of the 9th against a very offensively capable Regina squad. Red Sox regular season team batting average of .284. There's some offense in this lineup. Curveball to Miller is a called strike. One-two pitch. Miles reaching low and away. Slow roller, and out at first is Miller. Adam Dela Cruz getting to that ball in time and dispatching it to first base. So 2 will have to be enough for the 57's. Keel Crumweedy on the mound. 7-5. Swift Current lead. We'll see if Keel and the hometown boys can lock it down when we return right after this.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to 57's baseball. Keel Crumweedy in to pitch the top of the 9th as the 57's look to break even with the Regina Red Sox in this best of 5. 24 hours ago, Regina had a 9-6 win. Swift Current 7-5 is the lead.
Red Sox, the third baseman, number 25, Phil Langlois.
4-5-6 for Regina. Langlois, Deneau, Crossman. All 3 players hitting .250. A combined 2 for 10 tonight. These 3 hitters are. A couple walks thrown in there, but for hits, 3 hitters due up. 2 for 10. Langlois, 0-1. Thought about swinging at that Crumweedy offering. Keeps the sword sheathed, and the count is 1-1. Crumweedy, heater, Langlois, single. Pounding that into center field. Tying run now represented by Matt Deneau.
17, Matt Deneau.
Deneau had a home run last night. Thus far, 0 for 3 with a walk, and he struck out twice. Crumweedy, fastball, hammers the zone, strike 1. Strike 2, Crumweedy. That fastball paying the bill so far against Deneau. He's ahead of him 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball low. Good job by Kamenowski keeping that in front of him and keeping Langlois attached to first base. One-two pitch. Ground ball. Rodriguez flips to Hunter. Throw taking McClintock off of first base. Fielder's choice for Deneau. One away. Langlois erased at second.
The Swift Automotive batter. The first baseman, number 18, Eric Crossman.
Eric Crossman. One away, one on. Crossman, a couple RBI, a 2-run home run this game. He's 1 for 4. One out, 2-run home run earlier this game by Crossman. One out here in the 9th. Check swing, Crossman. Committing to that pitch from Crumweedy. He was expecting the heat from Kiel, and instead, a 73-mile-an-hour offering from the native of Glasgow, Montana. 0-1 count. Slider from Crumweedy, strike 2. One away, Danny Hunt on deck. Crossman representing number 6 in Regina's batting order. Crumweedy looks the runner at first. Fouled out of here. Count remains 0-2. Breeze blowing across the field. Strike 3. 2 away.
And that's a Patterson agriculture strikeout for Gil Crumweedy. And with that out, beer is on sale. 2 for $8 at the Time and Energy Beer.
A few sliders with a fastball mixed in, and then the slider pays the bills in that exchange. Danny Hunt representing the last chance for Regina. Hunt 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Slider from Crumweedy outside, righty on righty, ball 1. 57's hang on tonight. We know there'll be at least 2 games in Regina, games 3 and 4. And Hunt is going to keep Regina alive here in the top of the 9th by pounding that ball into center field. Sox not done yet.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Adam Wolf.
Adam Wolf.
DH. Over 2, runs scored. He's been walked. Hit by a pitch tonight as well. Tying run represented by Hunt at first. Wolf representing the number 8 spot in Regina's batting order. .231 average in the regular season. 6 runs batted in. Fastball, just up and out. 2 on for Regina. Runners on at first and second. 7-5, 57's lead, top of the 9th. Fastball from Crumweedy, right at the belt, and a called strike. 1-1. Brooks Stotler on deck. Crumweedy, 88 on the gun for strike 2. One-two pitch. Crumweedy. Strike 3. Dropped strike 3. Throw to first, and it's over.
And that's the ball game. Tonight's final score, the Swift Current 57-7. The Regina Red Sox 5. The series is tied up at 1 game apiece.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Colin Powers. 57's take game number 2, 7-5. Red Sox have to be happy with the series split, though. Things go back to Regina. It's a best-of-5 series. And Regina, if they win 2 in their own park, it's off to the next round, but that's a big if. The Swift Current 57's will have a lot to say about that. However, a tall task, as Swift Current now has to go win at least 1 in a ballpark that they haven't won in yet in 2018. That was the regular season, though, and this is the playoffs. 57's off to Regina. We'll have that game for you, 7:05, right here on the Swift Current 57's YouTube channel, website, Facebook, and Twitter. Check it for the games. We'll have games for you Thursday and Friday. 57's take it, 7-5. 57's give a shout out tonight to Jared Doki, 2 for 4 at the plate. And Joey Machado as well, going 5 innings, allowing 3 hits and only 1 earned run, striking out 3 and walking 3. That wraps up another Swift Current 57's webcast. On behalf of Christina, bringing you the images on camera number 1. Team is out saluting the fans, and everyone's going home happy from Swift Current. Even the Jesse Barfield girls are getting some high fives there. That does it for another edition of Swift Current 57's Baseball. Good night from Swift.